Hi everyone! I am back today with a new layout. It feels like it's been forever since I filmed my last video. I've had the flu for the last week and a half, so my voice is still a little shaky. But I've had this layout planned for a while. This is going to be the second layout in the Complete Disney Album series. And this one is focusing on Mickey Mouse because he's kind of the star of the show. So to start out with, I have a piece of this green gingham cardstock. I bought all these papers in the open stock section, and these are by Recollections, which is the Michaels brand. But pretty much any of the larger craft stores that you go to, and even the smaller local scrapbook stores, they almost always have open stock cardstock in basic patterns and colors. So if you can't get this paper, any sort of like green polka dot or stripe or even just a plain green cardstock will work. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be very easy to find something that was similar so that these pages could be easily replicated. So this piece of green paper is cut down 11.5 inches by 6 inches, and I've inked around the edges. And I have this green grass border, and I use my Fisker's Grass Punch for this. I just purchased it a few weeks ago and I've been using it on everything. I really like it. And today I'm using this zip dry glue. This is new for me. I just started using this a couple weeks ago and I really like it so far. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right on the edge of my paper, and then I'm going to adhere it to my grass border. And my border is a little bit longer than my paper, so I'm just going to trim it off. Next I have this blue paper, and this is 11.25 inches by 11.5 inches, and I'm just going to adhere these two together. And again, this blue paper is from Recollections. But if you can't find that, it would be very easy to find some sort of blue background to use, like as a sky background. Next, I have a piece of red cardstock, and this is 11.5 inches by 11.75 inches. So I'm just going to glue it where the edge is flush, and then I'll have 1/4 inch around each side. Just going to line that up. And then finally, we have a piece of 12 by 12 black cardstock. And once again, we're just going to line it up flush on the edge. So this is our base, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side of our layout. So here's the base of our layout, and from the Mickey and Friends cartridge I have the tree. I cut this at 7 inches, and it actually comes like this. I just trimmed off the bottom because I want to adhere it flat to my grass layer here. Actually, I need to trim a little bit more. So I'm just going to put it right to the edges of my black cardstock. And then right on the base of my grass. Next, I have 2 pieces of fence, and these were cut at 2.5 inches each. And I'm going to layer this on top of my tree. That way it looks like the tree's in the backyard. You could put the tree in the front or however you wanted. This is just how I decided to do it. And I'm just going to layer this closer to the edge of the black cardstock and right on the grass layer again. And this one's just going to go kind of to the edge, but I don't want it hanging over, so I'm just going to go right to the edge of the layout. Next I have the driveway, and this was cut at 5.2 inches. And I'm going to adhere it right in the middle, a little bit down. And then I have my house. This is the Mickey Mouse house, and this was cut at 5.5 inches. So I want my house in the middle, so I'm going to move my driveway over a little bit. And my house is popped up on foam because I wanted it to have some dimension. And that's going to go right about here. Next I have my photo mats. Now this black part comes from the Elegant Edges cartridge. It's not a perfect square when you cut it out from the cartridge, so I went in with my gypsy and I skewed the edges so that each edge is 5.25 inches by 5.25 inch. My photo mat is 4 inches by 4 inches. The red is 4.25 by 4.25, and then the yellowish orange color is 4.5 by 4.5. So that photo mat is going to go down here. I have another photo mat that is the same size. It's going to go over here. And then I have a larger photo mat. This one is 4 inches by 6 inches. The red is 4.25 by 6.25. The yellow is 4.5 by 6.5. And then this photo mat, or the background mat, it's 5.25 by 7.25. So that one will go here. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this one because it's a little bit of a tight fit, and I want to have all of my mats lined up the same. This is great because when you use pattern paper like this, like if it has a gingham or a polka dot, you can actually line your photo mats up and make sure they get nice and straight. So now I'm going to adhere this one. And I'm going to make sure it's the same distance from this side of the layout. And now I'm going to adhere my big one. Okay, now I have my Mickey and Pluto, and these were cut at 5.7 inches, and I have them popped up on 2 thicknesses of foam tape because I wanted them to pop out from the house a little bit more. And as you can see, their ears overlap the house, but because the house is already popped up on 1 thickness of foam tape, I just put 1 thickness on their ears, and that way it will balance out. Next I have the clouds and the sun. The sun is cut at 2.5 inches, and the clouds are cut at 1.4 inches and 1.2 inches. So one of them is going to go over here behind our house, and these 2 are going to go in the corner. I have my Mickey title, and this was cut at 2.2 inches, and it's popped up on 1 layer of foam. And I have my second Mickey Mouse cut, and this was cut at 4.2 inches. And he's going to be laying right across the photo mat. So I'm just going to adhere these. There's a couple different Mickey Mouse titles on this cartridge. There's one with like the Hollywood star. There's a more cursive font one, but I like this one because it was a little bit more bold and it fit my page a little bit better. Okay, and that is our completed Mickey Mouse Disney layout. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you have any suggestions for which character you want to see next, please let me know in the comments. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.